everyone! So I wanted to start a new series where I talk about all the manga that I bought during the month. And so for this video, I kind of wanted to explain how I buy English manga while living here in Korea. You know, the main stores I use, as well as the manga that I am currently reading and enjoying. So hopefully either you'll see some mangas that you really like, or you'll find something new to add to your wish list. Also, disclaimer, because I am the person that I am, most of the manga that I do collect physically are BL mangas. So if you are not a fan of BL, this is not going to be the series for you. So I recommend just clicking away now. I also do collect some series in Japanese or Korean, so I will use this series kind of to compare volumes in English to their Japanese and Korean physicals. So anyway, yeah, let's begin. So to start off with, the two main bookstores here in Korea that I use to purchase my manga are Kyobo Books and Aladdin. So starting off with Kyobo, Kyobo is personally my favorite bookstore here in Korea, and it's the app that I use the most for ordering my manga. I would even go as far to say it's probably like the Barnes & Noble of Korea. They're just always really big. They always look really nice. They have so many books in Korean and in other languages as well, and it's always just fun to walk around, even if I don't buy anything in the physical stores. And what's nice about Kyobo is in the physical locations you can find English manga. The thing is that it's usually, going to be the big shonen titles, Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, Slam Dunk's been really popular recently. So it's really nice if you like, the big series that are currently out. But if you're a BL collector like me, then you have to turn to the Kyobo app, which is what I use to order my manga. All you have to do is just type the title in English and make sure that you're purchasing from the US licensor. I have made the mistake in the past of accidentally ordering a manga in German, so definitely make sure that you are ordering from the correct US licensor if you do ever use the Kyobo app yourself. And then once you've placed an order for an English manga, I would say it typically takes about 2 weeks, because you need to give Kyobo about a week for them to order your manga from a foreign store and then have it be shipped to one of their stores, and then from their store, their headquarters, I'm not actually sure where it goes to, they'll then send it to your place, which Korean shipping is known for being fast, but I've noticed typically it takes about 2, sometimes 3 weeks for me to receive my order, which is fine. I know I'm ordering a foreign product, so I'm not going to complain by any means. But yes, Kyobo is my personal favorite bookstore here in Korea. I just feel like their membership is really good. Like, I always get a pretty good discount anytime I buy things in the physical locations, and you can save up points pretty easily, which is great to use whenever you're buying quite a few manga at a time. And the staff is nice. There's always so many fun books and magazines to look at when you go to the store. So if you ever visit Korea, I would say Kyobo is my number one bookstore that I would recommend to visit. Now, the next app that I use to, I would say, sometimes order my English manga is the Aladdin app. Now, Aladdin is more well known in Korea for being a secondhand bookstore. They do sell brand new books and K-pop CDs, other merchandise as well in the store, but they are mostly well known for being a store where you can go and you can sell back books, you can find used books at a reduced price. It is always really fun to walk around and see the different books that each store has on hand. But personally, I use Aladdin as a last resort whenever a manga title that I'm currently looking for is just not available on Kyobo for whatever reason. which you'll see in this video today. I actually had to use Aladdin for my manga purchases of September because for some reason Kyobo just does not keep Hirano and Kageura in stock. I don't know why. But anyway, like I said, Aladdin is my backup mainly because I don't like the packaging that they use to send their books and their manga. I feel like Kyobo typically uses boxes, which I'll show later in the video, which I feel protects the manga a lot better. I have had manga come from Aladdin a little bent at the corners, which is understandable but disappointing. Also, my other negative I have with Aladdin is that sometimes they've canceled my order very last minute if they can't get the item from a foreign store, which can be disappointing. Kyobo in the past has also canceled my order before, but they're usually, I would say, very fast about it. Whereas with Aladdin, they'll do it like almost days before I'm expected to receive my package, which was frustrating, which is why I typically use Aladdin as a last resort when I am purchasing my manga. I still think Aladdin is great to go to in person just to look at all the different books that people tend to sell back. Also, if you're a K-pop fan, Aladdin is a great store to sell back some extra albums that maybe you no longer want to have in your collection. So I think Aladdin is definitely worth visiting. Living in Korea, but from the service that I've received online, it's not my first choice. Also, before we get into the manga that I actually purchased for the month of September, another really popular bookstore here in Korea is YP Books. In fact, I think they actually have the most stores here in Seoul. I'm not actually sure, but you'll see YP Books a lot, especially at some of the bigger subway stations. However, they typically just have books in Korean. I don't remember seeing a lot of Japanese or English books. So it's not really a store that I choose to go to a lot. But if you ever visit Seoul, it might be the bookstore that you just see the most when walking around. So if you're, in Seoul, feel free to stop by. It's just not my bookstore of choice. So one thing I will give Aladdin is that it has the cutest packaging ever. Obviously, anything that's Alice in Wonderland themed, I'm going to freak out over. It's so cute. So 2 manga that I had to buy this month from Aladdin are the 3rd volume of Hirano and Kageura and the 7th volume of Cherry Magic, both which were not available on the Kyobo website, thus why I had to use Aladdin. As some of you already know, I'm obsessed with anything Sasaki and Miyano, and that includes Hirano and Kageura, the spin-off series, but today I finally get to talk about Cherry Magic, which is one of my favorite mangas of all time. Guys, it's so funny, especially if you are looking for a series about adults. And here's volume 7. Aladdin, why? Anyway, I think this one technically came out a month or 2 ago, but I had to wait to order volume 7. But I'm so glad I own it now. If you don't already know, Cherry Magic follows Adachi, who on his 30th birthday realizes he can read the minds of people that he touches, and through this power he learns his coworker Kuresawa is madly in love with him. Definitely a must-read, guys. Check it out. And next for my Aladdin purchase, we have Hirano and Kageura Volume 3. If you've been living under a rock, Hirano and Kageura is the side story to Sasaki and Miyano, and it follows the characters Hirano and Kageura and their, kind of daily lives as roommates. If you're a Sasaki and Miyano fan, this is a must-read. And just as a fun, side, here is the English volume when compared to the Japanese and the Korean volumes. English prints typically tend to be a little taller than the Japanese physicals, and I would say the Korean physicals tend to be about the same when compared to the Japanese prints. So this is just kind of a fun little comparison for you guys if you've never owned or seen Japanese or Korean manga. So moving on, here is my box from Kyobo. Typically I order about 3 or 4 manga a month, and see, I just love how Kyobo comes in a nice box, protects my manga for me. And today from Kyobo we have Cherry Magic Volume 8, as well as the Sasaki Miyano's second year's light novel. Like I mentioned earlier, I waited a bit to order Volume 7 of Cherry Magic, so I was actually able to order Volume 8 at the same time that I ordered Volume 7. And just as a fun side note, here is the English print of Volume 8 with this special Japanese Volume 8 cover that I have. I'm not sure which volume they started doing this, but typically Cherry Magic, when it releases in Japan, tends to have 2 covers, a special edition and a regular version. And the English print typically prints, the regular version cover, but sometimes it's nice just to look at the special edition. Like, look at them on the beach. They're so cute. They're so pretty. I originally bought this to get like a special bonus that they were doing in anime, and I have no regrets. I love this cover. It was definitely worth the purchase. And here we have the second year's light novel of Sasaki Miyano, the English print and the Japanese print. So if you're a Sasaki Miyano fan, I think this is a must purchase. It just has some cute bonus chapters from, I would say, mainly Miyano's second year. And it's just really cute, some cute bonus stuff. And also, just to make you cry, in Japan, this originally cost like $6, and then in the US, it cost $15, which I'm not saying that translators don't deserve to get paid every penny, but it's just something that makes me cry as an English volume collector. I don't know about you guys, but here they are, so cute. And so that's my experience buying English manga here in Korea, as well as the manga that I purchased during the month of September. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is a series that I hope to maintain monthly as I'm back to buying manga more regularly. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about buying manga in Korea, or just about any manga that I'm currently reading or collecting, feel free to leave a comment, and I will see you guys next time. Have a great day. Bye.